That's it. See, I know, I'm just telling you what he said.
City of champions, too many hate but can't claim it. Dallas Cowboys, the Maverick Stars, and the Rangers. Come on down to D-Time, you know what make you famous. To walk around rowdy and proud, how could you blame us? So take a time out with Jeff now for your breaking news. Like, subscribe, and comment like you know what to do. New free agents, newest trades, all the sports exclusives. Even if you need a smile, Jeff gon' act a fool. Just sit tight and listen close for your favorite team. Never know what deal just might pop across your screen. Or new injuries, or who just might be out for weeks. Sports predictions, stats on your fantasy. So get your ticket out and double check all your numbers. It's a chance you could've hit the spread over and under. I'm finna be ballin' for the summer with no drama. Jeff, tell him where you coming from.
All right, fella, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Episode 6. Did you hear it? Could you hear it? Could you hear it, Chad?
Yes, sir.
You heard the intro?
Yes, sir. It was chopped and screwed a little, but you know.
I heard it too, man. I just wanna I heard it too.
I'm gonna tell you, I because what I did is I pushed play and then it wasn't playing on my end. And then
Jeff, we all heard it.
Okay, I think I can hear it on your end. That's good. Make sure everybody else heard. That's fine, man. But yeah, I was having technical difficulties earlier, man, with the screen. Had to get the wife to buy me another laptop. Hope she heard me down there.
So, better leave my sister alone, nigga.
Go ahead and give me another laptop. So, but with that being said, man, episode 36, man, we got some names. We've been doing this for a while with the names. I'm just throw one out there that y'all probably didn't even know or remember. The Big Diesel wore 36.
Yeah, boy, shut up.
I remember that one.
I didn't know that.
I told Chaz
with the Boston Celtics.
That is, he sure did. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. For 1 year.
That is, he sure did.
Yep.
Y'all are absolutely right. And that is, that's a bit of, I didn't even, this is why I love, this is what I love about our conversations that most people don't have is we learn so much. And it is we don't come on here and just debate. We talk. And for me, and I know it's others out there. And like Jeff always says, y'all better get into his podcast because I don't say this just because he's my best friend. I literally mean this for all of us. It ain't because it just ain't him. We all on this show. There are moments that we don't talk about. I don't think people understand just from a kind of that barber top, you know, how you go into the barber chair and you just talk about things.
Right on.
Yeah.
We are a little more adept than that average talk. And I people need to tune in because this ain't just coming from a place of non-research. And so even with y'all talking about that today, I didn't even realize
Right.
that
You got
Shaq, boy, 36, man.
Chad,
Yeah.
did you know that?
Golly, man.
Well, I didn't know until LA told me earlier.
Wow.
Yeah, he informed me earlier.
Yeah. You get that jersey. You need to go ahead and put that in the collectors. I said, I see you come into my gone big spender. You got it. Well, if I got it, you got it. Yeah, that's it.
Say, do y'all realize that was also his last dunk was in that jersey number?
Uh-huh. That looked like his Achilles gave out, I think, with the Celtics or
It,
something.
ain't that I'm saying, man? That's why I say we ain't your typical kind of sports talk anything. We are we have the accliments as some of these other guys do now. But we do have all of us, and I commend everybody on here. We're a lot smarter than the average bear.
Hey,
I mean that, man. That is crazy. I never. Shaq, go ahead with the other number 36s because there's some. I want to bring up my own, but I didn't even think about
You got one. You got one out the rip.
it. I do. I want to hear everybody else, and then
Go ahead,
if
LA.
that's okay.
All right, I'll throw mine out there. So you know I'm always a baseball guy, so I'm gonna throw one out. I got Greg Maddux.
Just
Oh,
you took mine. Oh my God, that's why I just said I'm gonna be
Let me go.
quiet. This Negro took mine.
Let me go. I got another
Good
one.
Lord.
say Greg.
You say what?
Greg, man, that was good.
That's yeah. I got
Yeah,
another.
you took mine.
I got two more. I got
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna steal one of them.
with the ball spot in the back.
I gotta go throw my.
Niggas said, I'm stealing one though. Gone. All y'all gone.
I got Rasheed.
Yeah,
Yep.
the great spot.
And then the
Oh
last
my
one.
God.
So
Why are you stealing? Bro, I think are you in my brain?
I ain't stealing this one. I probably ain't stealing this one. So I remember when I was a kid, it was this dude who used to wear the bandana too, kind of similar to Deion, Merton Hanks.
With the neck. Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got him written there.
look. That crazy.
Now,
Yes,
Chaz,
sir.
I'm a little hurt by earlier in pregame talk when you say you didn't know Leroy Butler, who that was. Man, he is one of the best DBs that played for the Green Bay Packers, man.
Leroy Butler.
Yeah, Leroy Butler was solid. He was cold.
Look,
Hey,
hey man, don't blame me.
if you watch Cowboys Packers, man, you got to know Leroy Butler.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in the archive, check him out. I'm gonna go with Jerome Bettis.
The bus.
Hey, I got no choice.
Yes,
That's the only 36. I mean, Rashid, that was his 36 was with Detroit.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he wore 36 multiple times. I think he wore it with the Celtics too. Before Shaq.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta go with the bus.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that'll make Chris and Billy happy, even though that's probably who Chris would have said if he would have came on tonight.
You already know it.
You know, that's probably the only one he probably would have known as a Steeler fan.
Right.
Kenny, you say you got one all year been taken. He might have stepped away for a minute. But we all know Dallas own Marcus Smart.
Yes, sir.
I mean that we all knew Marcus Smart, you know. That was we knew that one last week. We just kind of wanted to save it. But I'm gonna give you one more that I got written down. Etan Thomas.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. Etan Thomas. Etan Thomas in that building. Etan.
Jeff, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. I was literally talking, but I was talking about Leroy Butler.
Oh, okay.
Real, as a Packer fan, of course he's big on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was like, I'm gonna let everybody else go because what I thought was I was gonna surprise Negroes.
Yeah, you thought you were gonna
I ain't even gonna lie. I thought I was gonna surprise Negroes and leave it at that. So
sound like that kid ready to talk about his book report in class.
I'll talk about Jackie Robinson. Then the first kid get up there and talk about Jackie Robinson.
That's why I was just like, ain't this about something? Then you said the other one because my dad is a huge Steeler fan,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was gonna talk about Jerome Business. I like, ain't nobody gonna bring this up. I was just. I really thought that was gonna happen. Excuse me. That's why I say it ain't no. When we talk, we don't have resumes like that, man. We talk from just we different sports fans.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because I thought I was gonna trump everybody, and now I look stupid.
Oh no, them the top.
No,
Are you good?
I know, but I'm being very facetious when I say that. But it's on some realm, it's truth because I thought I had y'all, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I know dang well these Negroes didn't take my top two, but y'all did.
That's why I like to go deep.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they Greg Maddox. That was
LA, huh?
Mm-hmm. I
that's
like
that Greg Maddox. You talking about?
Yeah, he went baseball. I ain't had nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't had no baseball.
Yeah, I me neither.
Wow.
Man, I had his card and everything back in the day when I was collecting baseball cards, man.
Say, man, look here. Hey, speaking of baseball, man, I got cards still up there, man, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm probably, I hate to say this, somebody might try to come find me, but I'm probably sitting on a good little something, man, because I used to collect cards all the time. When I was in the
You sure did.
I still got my cards, man. Football, baseball, and basketball.
When we was growing up.
Yeah, I still got them.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Still got them. That's one thing I ain't let go. I ain't let go of. I guess
I did not know that.
Guess my mama didn't know. Oh, man, I'm just give a shout out to this lady, man, right here, man. This lady right here, y'all. This lady right here in the middle. She would have been 80 years old tomorrow, man. My granny at that star in heaven on the chest. Her birthday is tomorrow, man. So give a shout out to one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
80. I just thought about 80 years old tomorrow. 80. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey,
can I, if I Jeff, I hope because I don't want to oversell anything. Man, y'all, when I say she, excuse me for getting a little emotional. Um, she really, at times in my own life, um, she stepped in and allowed me to just compete. Sometimes people don't even know what that's like when somebody just allows you to compete at their house.
Mm-hmm.
Where she
And
would
he
buy
will.
my favorite cereal. Like I'm being dead serious, and Jeff would tell y'all this. She would buy favorite cereal, and so it's a I'm a bit emotional because of what she did for me um, when I was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And my bad. I know this is sport things, but I need to. I wanted to make sure that was known.
It take a village, man. And she was part of that village.
Oh
So
yeah,
was, boy.
Yeah.
Said
yeah.
it.
I had to shout out, because her and my mom, man. I tell people all the time I wouldn't be able to do this sports stuff, man. As a kid, if I didn't wasn't placed in sports, got to learn the sports, just everything they did for me, Uh, yeah. I'm gonna tell this story. I used to take the plays off of Madden and draw them on a piece of paper and go play football. When we got ready to play football, I had a piece of paper in my hand. I said, "We gonna run this play."
Started at an early age.
Yeah.
Man, and when he I know all of us don't know each other like that, but I've been I've been me and Jeff have been public. We know that our relationship goes back to I think kindergarten,
Who we, man?
and yeah, we are man. We went to college together, high school. We every step that either one of us been in, we've done it together, and to hear him um, talk about this is a little difficult. I'd say it's not difficult. It brings me to emotions because they just of course that's his mama and his grandma. They were all of just like how I showed y'all my mama. Um, we that's a thing for us. Oh, mama. Oh, go ahead, mama. You can talk. Mama talking about it. Show us. Cause what you gonna say? They stole all the turkey bacon. Oh, I'm getting ready. I am dead. My mama says, I'm in here crying. She says, I was looking for my quesadilla. Y'all, please excuse me. This
Hey,
type of family I come up in.
hey, it's just real talk, man. It's just real talk. Shoot, man. Oh, but no, man. Shoot, it's a lot. It's a lot been happening on in this world we living in. Shoot, I'm gonna tell you the first one. I'm gonna throw out that it really surprised me. I'm excited for it. Uh, Trey Lance. Trey Lance. That totally surprised me of him landing with Dallas. him landing with Dallas out of all teams. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you why. We got Dak. We know how much the Joneses they talk about Dak. How much he's a future. He's a future. He's not going nowhere. And Cooper Rush came in 4 games, 4 or 5 games. He won 4.
5 games, 4-1.
4-1. So, you look at we got a backup. He signed a new I think 2-year contract, and you trade for Trey Lance, and even like we agree with kind of sitting pretty as the.
We agree.
I like him, man. I like him. So I hope he's gonna get picked up somewhere. I ain't gonna say I hope he get picked. He's gonna get picked up somewhere. But I mean, what y'all think? Did the Cowboys get a steal in the Trey Lance trade, and is he the future QB for Dallas?
He seemed like he broke his foot, Dak broke his leg, but he done broke his lower body and his upper body with his foot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
right.
both did the same thing.
Yep.
I would love to see him be able to, like they were saying, they never tried. Well, who's that, Shanahan over there?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan.
So he like a quarterback coach, that could coach him up, but Trey Lance wasn't able to, I guess, pull through. You know what I'm saying? He stayed in that third string spot for a while.
Let me ask you that: was he ever given a chance? And I'm really trying to ask that because was he given a chance? Then that's another type of conversation.
Yeah, because they had they had a good situation going over there as far as quarterback. They had Garoppolo, then Purdy came in doing his thing. I mean, so it was kind of rough. How many years he was over there? 2, 3?
He been out
2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, so the first year.
I thought Trey Lance is only this is second. That was his. Okay. This was his second. If I'm not right, y'all let me know. Okay.
So the first year he busted his finger up, and the second was the foot. So he really didn't get that opportunity. But then when he got healthy, I guess in practice, or whatever, I guess Purdy was shining a little brighter.
But it's also and we're gonna get back on Trey Lance. It's also like with Jimmy G, this dude that took y'all to the promised land.
Okay. Yeah, almost same thing as you. Good Lord.
And you get him, he takes you to the promised land. You draft Trey Lance, then you start him over with Jimmy G. Then this Purdy dude come in, and all of a sudden Jimmy G ain't good enough.
Okay. Because that's my thing. Like, that's why I was asking the question.
Yeah. I don't think
you went through Jimmy G, who really there were just some things that he can't do. I'm asking. The reason I asked that question was even with Trey Lance coming to the Cowboys, will he still be ever given a fair chance in Dallas? That dude was a number 1 draft pick that got hurt. So you can't control that. Then he's the last person in the draft ends up being his replacement. I know. Just start laughing, bro, because this is the last person in the draft is his replacement, and then he's traded. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Was it a 4th round pick?
A 4th round pick.
Yeah, 4th round.
That's what.
He was traded. How would he ever get a fair chance in the NFL when that type of stuff is going on?
Now,
that's just my question.
I like what you sent me, Chaz. I was looking at this morning, but I know 30 minutes, so I didn't get a chance to finish. But I got most of the meat of what Michael Irvin was saying. Because I know, like Michael Irvin was saying, that people are trying to say that, you know, Dak is on the clock, and I know, Chris, I think said, I can't remember if you said it or not. You can correct me if I'm wrong. If you tuned in, now you correct me if I'm wrong, but I can go back and look at the text. I don't think it's the thing where Dak is on the clock, like how they looking at it, because you gotta look at Trey. He's 23. What this trade does for Dallas is they don't have to go out and draft the quarterback next year's draft because you got a young one, Trey Lance. Like Michael Irvin said, you got him for 2 more years on his rookie deal with the 5th-year option. You have Cooper Rush 2 more years under contract. So in 2 years, you let Cooper Rush go on by his merry way, and then you move Trey Lance into the number 2 spot and keep developing him. And then you allow him possibly to take over as your future quarterback. That's what my because he's still only 23 right now. So even if he takes over in 3 years, he'll be 26, maybe 27 years old. That's still, and by that time, that could be what, 33, 34 years old.
Right. Yeah.
In 3 years?
Yeah, that is 30 now.
I know. So you said no. I'm trying to make sure I'm making. You're saying that deserves the 3 years to try to turn the organization around.
I thought Dak only got 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
But he got
because it's an option.
Yeah, he got two left. He got two years left, and so yeah, and so you know, of course they're talking about working on extension. So once that extension comes, I mean, you know, he's gonna be the quarterback unless they trade him. But I don't see that. I don't see them trading. So that's why.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm really trying to figure out. Are you saying that he should be able to, and that's a long time.
Right.
Are you saying that so you got a new quarterback that does not that is young, does not have much of NFL experience. Right. Are you saying that we're giving, if I was a Cowboy fan, are we giving Dak Prescott that long? So at that point, I think Trey will be like 26.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him just sit there.
Quarterbacks done sit behind for a while.
Hey, I'm just asking.
Now the thing they talked about is saying with Dak he's been hurt before. So if he gets hurt,
that's true.
And Lance steps in, then Dak may not see his position again.
Gotcha.
So it's a lot of variables that can happen, you know.
Okay.
Because it's been times where all the quarterbacks done got hurt, pretty much. So yeah. I mean, he will come in handy if need be.
But I just wanted to. I think I was asking just to make sure there's some clarification, because I don't think it was a bad move. Whenever you're able to get somebody of his caliber,
it was surprising. My bad. It was a surprising
you're
move, though.
absolutely right. But I mean, we talking about that dude was he literally was a first round high pick, was moved up for, and the Cowboys got him at a fourth round pick.
Yeah.
It was a great move by the Cowboys. Let me say that. What I'm trying to figure out is, even at that though, at what point does, because he gonna be a starter, bro. We all know that. He got his capability are how well he plays football. He should be a starter in this league.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
we my
He
bad.
will.
Go ahead, Joe.
Now we really this move set them up
Man,
good for the future,
you're right.
because I mean you can't really look at them and see what quarterback coming out in the future that we will have a chance at getting.
That's right.
You know,
So then, what
USC quarterback.
happens with that Prescott's tenure here is another question that I have for y'all Cowboy fans. So what does that look like from his tenure here? Does he
If he
feel
win,
the pressure to go ahead? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, you good? But my partner was telling me years ago, man, that he needs somebody behind him that's gonna apply pressure and
Don't
make him.
push. I
Well,
I agree.
yeah,
Yep.
and
Yep.
seeing what Cooper Rush did last year, and now he got
Yep.
Trey Lance back there, so he
Yep.
know that if he make any mistakes, he might not be able to come back
Okay.
as a starter. So
Now, and you know what? Speaking of that, you know what? It's almost like I'm gonna tell you. I'm just going out on a limb like this. I know they got the
Oh
new
Lord.
emergency quarterback thing, but I can see the Cowboys using him. You remember how the Steelers used Cordell Stewart before he? Remember they used him in it was Neil O'Donnell at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the Cowboys doing some things like that with Lance.
what
Yep.
about
Ooh,
Taysom
somebody was
Hill?
scared. Somebody was scared to cuss a little bit. I heard.
What about the Saints?
Hold on. I think LA said something.
Neil O'Donnell wasn't getting paid $40 million.
Okay.
But see, I think I heard them mention that on 105.3 that and so with a talent like that, you won't bring him in to play, but he is a dual threat.
Right.
Jeff, I'm gonna say this, and I'm just talking from just a football standpoint, because I don't ever want anybody to think I'm a hater or anything, because I'm not. They got to be. If they do that, um, y'all, that's stupid,
Why you say that?
because he is so much more talented than Cordell Stewart. And
Right.
y'all remember Cordell Stewart was the Swiss Army knife. That's what y'all remember, that name
Yeah.
that everybody gave him.
What does he show to say he's more talented than Cordell Stewart?
Oh, okay.
Because no, this is because one, where he was picked in the draft,
We done seen a lot of guys that picked high bust.
and I'm not. You're absolutely right. But when you have a quarterback that you're trying to figure out, the Steelers weren't trying to figure out if Neil O'Donnell was a quarterback. They knew. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. They knew he wasn't it.
Cordell took the job. Cordell wound up being the starter. He won always.
He is. So we're talking about Dak Prescott, who is 10 times more talented from a quarterback position than Cordell Stewart.
No, I thought you.
Then you bring in a guy. No, I'm saying you bring in a guy that is probably I don't know. None of us know because I can't. But we do know he's talented, and you're bringing him in, and then you're going to try to make him a Swiss Army knife.
Gadget quarterback.
Yeah, man. That don't make sense to me.
Well, ain't that what they doing? Ain't that what they do in New Orleans?
Well, I mean, they don't have Breeze anymore though.
I mean, but when they did have him, they did it similar to that.
But then even now he's not the starter.
They're not Brent.
So there's an understanding that he ain't never gonna be it.
Thank you. Taysom Hill wasn't no threat to Drew Brees.
Thank you, man. And he ain't no threat to David Carr either.
Nope. Well, Derek Carr. Hell no.
Or Derek Carr. I'm sorry, Derek Carr. He ain't no threat to him either.
No, but he ain't. But it's a good.
You bringing in somebody that could be a threat to your quarterback. At what point we're not? So even if it's a year or two, at what point is there? You know what? Dak ain't it. Something has to. Go ahead.
My bad. If he keep throwing picks, I gave him the love. You know, his thumb was broke. You know what I'm saying? And he throwing it with that same hand. So if he continue to throw picks, then I mean, yeah, he probably gonna get set down.
But see, Chad's thing is first they got to move him up above Cooper Rush.
Oh yeah, true.
He knows the offense.
Right.
So yeah, so until he moves up above Cooper Rush, he can't be a threat to that right now.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Cooper Rush about to be gone.
But that you say who?
Rush contract gone.
He got 2 years. They got 2. He got 2 years left. That's why I say.
All them dudes under the same timeline.
Right. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the fact that yes, they all are under the same timeline. That's remarkable. Wow.
Are y'all able to see those comments, Ken?
Huh? No, I don't see any comments.
Okay, you don't see him. You got to figure out what you're saying. Wow, he said, I think they should develop Trey Young and get better than the 4th round pick for him. He might be a quality backup and compete for a starter somewhere else. My 2 cents.
Okay. Tell what, because I don't see any of that, Jeff. I just what we're on is all I can see. Tell what I said, what's up, and I can agree with him on that, and that's why I'm trying to understand, like, as a fan, y'all are fans. I'm asking y'all perception.
I'm gonna tell you this is what I want. I'm gonna tell you this is what I want. This is
Okay.
how I the way Michael Irvin put it. This is how I really hope it would go. Like I said, that can get us where we want to go. Of course, that's where you want to go. And Lance takes over the number 2 spot, and then he eventually takes over for Dak. However that may be.
Okay.
However that may be. That's why I say eventually, because like I said, he hasn't played a lot of football. We know he has the talent.
Yeah.
Even
that's right.
Even at North Dakota State, he didn't play a lot. I think he played one season.
Mm-hmm.
They had that COVID season. So
Yep.
in the NFL, he hasn't played a lot. So because of the injuries. So I just wanted to get his reps somehow.
Okay.
And then take off. Because like I said, he's 23. I mean, most quarterbacks you go draft, depending on how long they stay in college, they go be like between 20 and 23. So I mean, you got a young quarterback. You don't got to go draft nobody next year. So
yeah, and it's always good, as a Packer fan. I'm going through this with Jordan Love, where and then I had to also go through it with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. I've watched the benefits of those who have come in and this, and I hope all y'all speak on this because I really am asking a question. I've watched the benefits of somebody sitting down
right
and learning. I hope please all y'all chime in on that one, if you will, because that's something I would love to hear. I want to hear from y'all.
It don't work like that for everybody. It just y'all just happen to be lucky and hit onto that did work like that.
Okay.
Man, I'm looking at this tweet, man. People always tweet stuff. This dude say he tweets a lot. I don't know who Ernie is, but he said he tweeted, Dak Prescott is going to get the richest contract in NFL history with Dallas Cowboys. Trey Lance is going to ball out in the preseason next year, and the Cowboys will flip him for a second-round pick. That's when Jerry Jones' investment in him will pay off. Bookmark it.
Dang.
I'm like, I don't know.
Wow.
So, I really don't think man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think Jerry Jones traded for him to flip him, man. He traded for him.
I don't either.
He traded for him. There were other teams. I think the Bills, the Ravens, and another team interested in him. And I think other teams trying to do a 6th-round pick, and we threw a 4th-round pick, man. Like a 4th-round pick. Like, come on, man. I mean, our best 4th-round pick that we had that I can think of today is Dak Prescott. So I'm not worried about no 4th-round pick. We got a 1st-round talent who the Cowboys had a 2nd-round grade on when he came out in the draft, and he got it for a 4th-round pick. So I think it's a steal. I think he's the future out of quarter. He's the future because he's 7 years younger than that.
Right.
He's the future Cowboys quarterback. Whenever that future is.
Okay.
He's the future. So yeah. Yes, sir. He's the future. Now, we've been listening to Time Out with Jeff, man. We've been on it today. If I had a candle, I think that candle would be burning right now. It's fire. It's fire. 12 days before NFL season kickoff, and a list came out with top 10 players in the NFL. And And I wish Chris, I don't know what you had to do tonight, but I wish you could have got on her because you sure did disrespect my boy. And I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to this list. The list the NFL put up is I'm gonna go in order from 1 to 10. Mahomes, Jefferson, Hurts, Burrow, Chase at 5, Michael Parsons at 6, Josh Allen at 7, Donald, Nick Bosa, and McCaffrey. They saying that is the top 10 NFL players. Do you agree with the top 10 player list in the NFL? That's the question.
I agree.
With all 10 on there, you agree?
All 10.
All 10. Anybody agree with that?
Jalen Hurts too high. He ain't better than Joe Burrow.
Ooh.
You gotta at least give me 2 years.
We was okay. Because that is funny.
He playing
That
behind
was going to be one of my questions.
Because this is what was said, and you know, so Chris was like, "Why is Parsons up there? Donald shouldn't be either. Not now." Larry asked him, "Is it because you don't like the Cowboys?" And he said, "Because he's not top 10."
I think Parsons is gonna be one of the main reasons we get there.
Man,
Because I was reading it. I mean, that is Michael Parsons is one of just, of course, hopefully he stays here. But that's one of the best. Because we had this thing where we'll say defenders. It ain't just a defender. He is literally one of the best football players that I've witnessed. Is he Reggie White grade or Lawrence Taylor or Jerry Rice? Those are different levels. But that dude is special. The other part that I don't know who just said it was the Jalen Hurst and
Joe Burrow.
did somebody Joe Burrow? Yeah, yeah.
LA said
Like, because I was gonna ask a question about that. What is your opinion on that? Like,
So the reason why I say that is because Jalen Hurts, he really just had one good year. Joe Burrow has had 2 good years. On top of Joe Burrow playing behind the worst offensive line in football. Jalen Hurts behind the best offensive line in football. For me to say he better than him, he on basically your list and the other list I looked at too. I can't see that. Me personally.
can I question you about one thing also? The first time we ever had a number one receiver was last year. Because Joe Burrow didn't. Of course, his rookie year wasn't. We can't talk about that because he ended up getting hurt. But he has one of the not one of he has. If we're honest, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. And then even his second one, he's top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Has Jalen Hurts ever had that?
So you tell me AJ Brown and Devontae Smith is nothing, is just
I,
chumps?
Them boys
no,
lost.
I think AJ he didn't have. So yes, last year was the first time. That's my point. His
And they're
first time having any A1
basing it off,
was last year.
bro. They're not really basing it off the year before. They're basing it off last year. So all I'm saying is he got 1 year doing it, and what's name got 2. So and they both went to the Super Bowl and lost.
Well, that's true.
And then the other one second year, and then Joe Burrow's second year, he got his team further than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts them got smacked up by the Bucks.
Yeah, but that year he didn't have AJ Brown.
Yeah, Devontae was chump.
We nobody, unless you will, I don't know, and I'll just ask everybody is, would anybody put Devontae in their top 10 receiving list? And I'm literally asking because I would like to know.
What's the dude? To me, he as good as T. Higgins.
As who?
T. Higgins. I ain't got T. Higgins in no top 10 receiver list. That's just me.
Okay. I think T. Higgins is in anybody's top 15 if we look at if you look at it just statistically, and we can even look at even so we're talking about a number one receiver, and this is who Jalen Hurts was throwing to when he lost to the Bucks, and he lost to what most consider the greatest not even quarterback, the greatest football player of all time. Then last year he lost. Not it was not him. That defense didn't show up because he outplayed Patrick. He outplayed. Did he not outplay Patrick Mahomes?
Who the only other person that beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs outside of Tom Brady?
Burrowhead.
Huh. Okay, I'll leave it alone because you just hit it. You said it, and I did good. I appreciate it. He ain't do it once, did he? It was twice, wasn't it?
You already know it. But he ain't beat him in the playoffs twice, though. He ain't beat him in the playoffs twice. He beat him once in the playoffs.
Okay. We know his nemesis. But even that, we know from a football acumen that he was outplayed in the Super Bowl. It took a dumb defensive play where Patrick Mahomes was pushed out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that Super Bowl is different.
Who was the only one had a turnover?
That's fine. Did it not come down to one play at the end of the Super Bowl?
His fumble.
So it wasn't the roughing the passer. Are you saying it wasn't the roughing the passer?
Football games don't never come down to one play. We all know that. We can't just put it on one play. But to put it on there and not give credit to Jalen having that fumble. That fumble was a huge play.
Right. So did he not did he not outperform Patrick Mahomes in the Super
No,
Bowl?
no, he
He
lost,
didn't.
and the only one that had a turnover.
Okay, that's fine. Because I can't. I'm asking that question because we'll have to agree to disagree. Um, because I my thing is there would have never been even a field goal kick if there was no dumb play on the defense.
But the game would be over if he didn't have that fumble.
Both ends. So both ends. Two things can always be true. So I had to. Both of them are true. I don't. So I don't want to like act like what you're saying is not factual, because it is.
But my thing is, you trying to throw it on the defense, and we talking about the quarterbacks. What was the difference between the quarterbacks? And Jalen Hurts was the one who made a mistake.
Well, that again, that comes with, like you said, that's any football game. But we do know if you think that Jalen Hurts did not outperform Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl, then we have to part ways there, because that's I just when I look at the stats and everything else, I think that Jalen Hurts played a more efficient and better game than Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl.
Like I said, we can agree to disagree, but I just don't see how a man played a better game if he lost and he the one with the turnover.
That's okay. Somebody else was going to say something.
I was gonna say, Mahomes' foot is his ankle, right? At that point in time,
And on a bum ankle.
It didn't allow him to be able to do all the things he could do, but he still did a great job.
No, I agree with that. But we know, I just for me, even with just the one turnover, what I look at is the overall game. For me, I was just like, at the end of the Super Bowl, I was like, Jalen played a better game than
Played a better game than what? Oh, then he cut off a little. Yeah, cut off a little bit. You there, Kendon? Oh, he cut off. We'll come back to it. I don't know. Can y'all hear him?
No, sir.
I can't hear him.
Okay, something I don't know what that with his phone. We'll come back to that. On that time. We'll refresh on that one. But nah, man, shoot, anybody having to catch the maybe on YouTube or on live
yes, sir.
Men's and women's 4x1?
Yes, sir.
Is USA back?
I believe so. She said not only is she back, but she better. And that was something that she had said, in one of the other races to qualify to go where she went, but she wasn't lying.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
we
okay.
We had went to the 4x1.
I know. I can hear y'all. Your little sister was blowing my phone up for no reason. But now I even heard the thing with Shakari. So my bad, y'all.
Nah, you good. I not just even her Chaz, man, but you gotta look at USA period, man. Ever since that bad boy, that boat, man, came in, if anybody, I 4x1 for me haven't been winning. So once he came in, I reigned as 4x1 chances over with.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
so it's like
Yep.
now that he's gone and retired, are we back to be dominant like we were in years prior to him coming in onto the scene?
Yes, sir.
I think so.
Because
We back to that. We back to the Michael days, man, where we dominated.
right.
We're back to.
We never had no problem winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was.
You say the women?
Go ahead.
You say the women?
Yeah, I think I don't know. You're Ken saying something.
No, I was geared to say, do y'all ever realize I had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday. We're literally in a place where the women are more highlighted than the dudes. When last time that even happened? Because we went through a period where the males dominated the 100, 200, and this is between the USA and then when Michael Bolt came in, he just destroyed everything. But Usain Bolt, excuse me, yes. But then when we're talking about track, we're literally talking about women now. That's how entertaining this stuff is being. And I'm so happy that we are back to dominating track and field. Excuse me, that's just, I mean, that's one thing. I'm happy we're back just dominating that field because we lost it.
Yeah. No lies, the truth.
Okay.
he the truth. He got 3 gold medals?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. We're back. I'm very ecstatic about. I think all of us are, so I don't want to just put it on myself.
Yeah.
All of us on this phone call are ecstatic about our country being back in dominance.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, if I'm misspeaking for anybody, please, let me know. But
nah, man, I like.
Man, I'm happy we kicking, but.
What say, LA?
I said, nah, man, I like when the Jamaicans winning. Nah, I'm playing.
You play too much.
You know I'm with
you.
Yeah. So we are all on the same page. I think, Jim, I think that is a very pertinent conversation. But, for even those of us who came out of Carter, man, we happy that this girl winning.
Trey Cowboys, you hear me?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see America back on top in track.
I'm telling you now, I root for her just off of GP.
Yeah, I mean, like she from the neighborhood, man. Like we've been around the area time, you know what I'm saying? And to see her come from the area we in, that's
Come
very
on.
special.
Yeah, go on and preach.
Yeah.
Preach it a little bit, because the world needs to hear it. Because you absolutely right.
Yeah.
And those of us who come from that neighborhood and that place, and wishing that some, even our brothers, the Jeff and Larry, we wanted to see them go to even those places where she's at,
Right.
and we know they were talented enough. Unfortunately, with Jeff, his was injury. I don't think people give him enough credit, and I ain't just saying that because does he like a brother to me. People don't give Jeff enough credit, and to see somebody finally make it out of where we come from, that I hope she beats everybody's behind for at least you don't get that long in track, but at least another 4 to 5 years. I hope she kills everybody.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but that's what I hope.
Well, look here. Hey, that goes well into the next one. Speaking of the Cliff.
They're going down.
Yeah.
Go down.
Hey, we got the old Cliff. Hey, CLA, I know you from what you from St. Louis, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how long you been in Texas.
I've been here since 09. Chaz,
Oh,
no, I know about the DFW sports scene now. Chaz,
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
are you aware of the Oak Cliff Super Bowl?
I'm assuming is that Duncanville versus Oak Cliff?
Say,
no, bro.
Well, let me know what y'all
Come
talking
on.
about then.
Yeah,
What's the
I'm gonna
Oak
give him a
Cliff
20-second time now.
flag on the play?
Go ahead, Joe. Because there's not the Oak Cliff Super Bowl.
Let me know.
Duncanville is a whole nother city. See,
No, I know that though. I thought that might have been the game because they just played last weekend.
They played sock. So
we gotta speak on that too a little bit.
So sock.
I agree.
Play, but the Oak Cliff Super Bowl is two rivals that used to be in the same district years ago. And you got the KK Kimball Knights.
K. Carter Kim, man.
David W. Carter.
That is, shoot. That's the Oak Cliff Super Bowl.
Y'all play this weekend?
Playing this weekend over at Kincaid Stadium, man.
That's right.
One of the guys that I went to high school with, a close friend of my cousin, he a coach down here at Kimball now.
What sport?
What's his name?
Football, DV Greer. DV Greer.
Boy, that is funny that you said that. I had to go up to Kimball to get my godson because he scratched with somebody. So I run into Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And Bam is for y'all that don't know, is the head coach at Kimball. It is funny that you mentioned old boy's name because Bam introduced me to him on Friday.
That's crazy. That's
crazy. Yeah. I mean, dog, that it is. Ain't it a small world?
I'm telling you.
And that's why you, like my daddy always say, that you treat people right because it's a small world and you never know who you'll be introduced to. LA, I don't even know you like that.
Thank you. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? to have that type of connection is a very small world because I know Bam like that.
Yeah.
Me and Bam, yeah, Jeff, you already know. Let's go back. He big bro to us.
Yeah, Bam was just talking noise. I was listening to fellas in the dub. Y'all check out the dub, man, on Wednesday and Sunday night. That's the high school podcast.
Already. That's right.
And man, they Tree Derek Taylor, aka Tree. He know all the stats. Carter graduated 87. He gave the series, I think we was 14-8. And Bam with in that voice he talk in. And I'm gonna mess with him on Saturday. Hey, tell him about when I played at Kim, because he, Bam put up some big numbers against Carter. I think he had over 200 yards receiving that game against Carter.
He did. He used to kill us.
So
yeah,
I think they lost the game, but I guess he always say, I won.
Uh-huh.
I ain't argue with it.
No, look, for real. Say, when I left, I told Bam, I said, Lord, I probably shouldn't be saying these words, but I said, we kick your ass coming up this weekend. And he said, y'all ain't finna do nothing. So it is so funny that all of us have this very our connection ain't just here on this what we do on Jeff's podcast. We all have some very close ties. This is awesome.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
This is, man.
I don't want to say about Chaz, like I never maybe had Chaz through the school, but Chaz, our classmate, they have a kid together.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tiffany Shanks is yeah. That's how. Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Ain't this? See, that's why you did. Wow.
Yeah.
It is a small world.
How old is your son, Chaz?
He's 21.
21 years old.
Yeah.
This is man.
Just a quick shout out. He about to graduate after this year with his bachelor's.
Oh yeah.
And he running track out there. So quick shout out to that boy.
Oh yeah. Say, I'm gonna tell you my connection with Kim. Like, of course, I went to Carter all 4 years. That ever since playing with the Oakland Redskins, I knew I was going to Carter. When no ifs, ands, buts about. So you got the Oakland Super Bowl, man. If you, yeah, people know, man. People know when it's coming, man. Even though Kimball's 5'8", Carter is 4'8" now, cousin Roman, man, they always have made sure that game is played.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Carter got the win last year, and so man, Bam's daddy, may he rest in heaven, man. Coach Ken Harrison was one of my last coaches for the Oakland Redskins.
Yep.
Had thick mustache, talk like that. And one of his favorite plays, double wing motion inside 3-6 on one.
He used to do that with Monty. I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead, but Lord, I remember that.
So you got Bam, got that connection. Our classmate J. Jeff, he on Kimball's staff. So you got Carter Kimball. So man, got a lot of ties, man. This game here, man, it's just two Oak Cliff schools, crosstown rivals. One on Wheeling, one on Westmoreland, man, just coming together. Both on the W streets.
Yeah.
Trying to get a W on Saturday.
When did you become a poet?
Say, man, hey, it come out sometimes, man.
Golly, did y'all hear what he just said?
Oh yeah. Poetry in motion.
When you gonna come, man? Hey, man, go. Listen, when that happened,
Hey, it just comes. Sometimes it just comes, man. Hey, but nah, man, it's 7:30. They pushed it back, I guess, because of the heat, man. But man, all alumni gonna be out. It's go. Hey, man, come on back there, man.
LA,
Yeah,
it's a big thing, LA.
it's a big thing, LA, man. Hey, if you
Yeah,
have to,
man, is
go
he
ahead.
LA? Are you here?
Yeah, my bad. What y'all say? My daughter just got.
No, no, not. I ain't talking about on this phone call. I'm asking, are you
Yeah, he in
in the
Oh yeah.
in? Okay, bro. I put it like this. I'll pay for your ticket
You say it's this weekend, Labor Day weekend?
if you can make it.
It's
We gonna
Friday.
be
It's Saturday.
we heading down to Muskogee to see my wife family.
Okay,
So
you
we
gotta
probably,
do what you gotta do. But my point is, that's how big this is.
but now that I know
It.
about it, I'm gonna catch it. See,
This is huge.
I ain't really been to a lot of DISD football games. The only one I remember going to was like DeSoto versus they ain't DISD, but DeSoto versus I think it was Skyline when they had Devontae Kincaid.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But most of the
I was
stuff,
working there then.
yeah, those were a bad games. But most of the stuff I go to is basketball. I'd have been to a ton of basketball games.
Yeah. This is literally, bro, when all this talking about the old Cliff Superbowl,
Uh-huh.
this is our Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
In the
My
Go
bad.
ahead. Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it ain't nothing like that in the Metroplex. Like
Nope.
this is the only one that's the Super Bowl. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? This is the rival.
This is it. This is our you just said it best. This
Yeah.
our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We have that. This is our reputation. This is our because we all know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jeff's talk about we grew up with Patrick Gusters, the Lineys, the Gerald Sassers. We this ain't no we all know each other personally.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just always just kind of this thing where when it's football time, you kiss my behind because I'm rooting for Carter.
Right.
They root for Kimball. And it's this that's the one time that we're able to, because we don't even do it in y'all correct, both of y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. We don't even do it in the time of basketball.
Nah.
No, football is it. We do it in football season. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Right.
Okay. So that's our only LA, that's our only time to be able to really be against each other. And
Yeah.
man,
The city come out, well, the clip come out.
let Carter win and see how we gonna do.
So they're gonna turn up.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, LA, the only thing that holds things is depending on your year you went to each one of those schools, people might say, well, we won our year. You go, we got Carter might have the series
Right.
edge. Go be always somebody gonna say my year. Now I remember our freshman year, my boy he coaching at Mosquito now. My boy Con Rollerson. We needed this touchdown. We needed to score. Boy ran a fade right our freshman year at Sprague with chin strap unbuttoned and won the game for us. Shout out to my boy Con Rollerson, man.
Shout out to Sprague Stadium.
Yeah, Sprague Stadium. Still a legendary play to this day, man. Without his chin strap buckle.
That's what I'm going to do. He's coming down right now.
So yeah, man. It's legendary, man. It's legendary.
Still on my podcast.
I ain't wore my Carter shorts yet, but I'm bringing them out on Saturday. It's hot enough. I'm figuring out which pair of my Carter shorts I'm wearing on Saturday.
Right on.
No,
I might wear my whites with my cherry red and white Jordans.
Yeah.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
The next best rival is I'm gonna have to go and give myself a quick plug since I'm from Sherman, Texas. But the Battle of the Axe between Sherman and Denison, it's been going on for decades. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be Friday.
Oh wow!
Word up, goes straight up 75.
Yeah. Man, yeah, but if you know all the Carter fans, Kimmer fans, you know my boy Will Coach Carr, Willow, where he gonna be out there selling the merchandise, man. If you need some new merchandise, man, get it. The Dub gonna be out there. Swaggy, J Mac, Jay Walkins, you got Pat Botee, Will Carr, B Right. All of them, they gonna be out there, man. The Dub, they doing it big on the high school end, the high school podcast. Man, it's gonna be live, man. It's gonna be live. The band's gonna be live.
Yeah.
They'll be live.
That's off top.
Yeah,
boy.
Out top. The band's gonna be live, man.
What they know about the bands?
I heard them out there practicing the other day.
Yeah, they nice, man. Bands are nice. Hey,
what? Let me ask y'all this. Also, because we all have our pool. Like, are we trying to? Do we need to get some kind of in-house seating or whatever? Or are we just going to participate? Because I'll be there.
You say what now, Kendi?
Do we need to have some type of? Y'all, are we getting backstage stuff, or are we just going to participate?
You know what, Ken? I'm gonna find out because I got a media pass to go on the field. I'm gonna see. Do you need to get one, or can you just go down on the field with me?
Jeff, you already know that's the last thing. If that's what we're doing, I get all of us access.
Yeah.
I just want to see if what I'm asking is, are we just going to chill?
Nah, we go.
Are we wanting to?
We go cover it, man.
Okay.
So we come back and we can talk that talk.
Say less. Then that's done. I don't need who nigga. You already know who gonna stop me. Me.
Yeah, we go cover.
Sorry, y'all. But me and Jeff have this accessibility that most people don't, and I'm just trying to find out if all of us need some type of access. If not, if we're going to chill,
I'm gonna say
then let's just go chill.
If Larry going, then we go. I know LA say he'll be out of town, so get enough access for these. I say just for the crew, and then whoever comes, they come.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
I know people on both sides. I'll probably be floating a little bit.
Okay. then let's see it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if we was all just gonna sit down together, or if we was going to do what Jeff just talked about. So I ain't gotta do nothing if all of us have access to anything. Because I can't wait. I can't wait to talk noise. Lord, please let Carter win.
Y'all know the record?
They both 1-0 coming out first week wins.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying, my bad. The battle, the bowl record.
Like I said, Tree gave the most recent since I forgot what year, but it's 14-8 Carter, I think.
Okay.
The most recent that he went as far as he wanted to go back.
Yeah, well, you get that stat. Is there's a lot more I want to say, but we'll just go off that one. We have been kicking Kimball's behind for years. It ain't just 14-8, but I'll leave it alone. That's been good. Man, we've been whooping them.
Right.
Because you got to, I don't know if y'all remember this. Even when you go back to the Carter, Odessa, and state championship stuff, we was whooping Kimball back then. We've been whooping Kimball. And I hope every Kimball Knight is tuned in to this podcast. And I mean, excuse me, I'm gonna just say names. Jamar Smith. Chris, the Guster boys. I hope all of them hear this. We've been whooping Kimball for years, not only in football. We whooped them in basketball. We whooped them in track. Y'all, sorry, Jeff.
I ain't whooping them in
Because
basketball.
I wanna.
No, we yeah. I mean, it's fine. I heard.
I was going to talk about track. Where do you remember this track meet?
Yeah, basketball. Kimball been running it since I'm over here.
Man, people think that Kimball ran basketball. On some level, they did, but they didn't run it. We were all even in basketball. Yes. So Kimball did win state titles. And the reason I know this, because when I talk about the Guster boys, they are my god brothers. Okay. And so even with Gerald, it does not mean that Carter, Lamar, Jamar Bari, they beat Kimball. And is not ever talked about. So I leave that alone. And I always bring this up, to Coach Snoop. And he's doing a great job at UTA. But I always have to remind him, you did a great job coaching, but you act like we didn't beat y'all. That's just my Carter part coming out of me. Same thing with track. Jeff, do you remember that track meet where the baton was dropped? Larry went and picked it up and caught everybody.
Oh man, that's
y'all listen to me. Larry, the baton was dropped. My dad even still talks about this. Larry turned around. And Jeff, I'll put you on Front Street in just a second. But Larry
picked it up and caught everybody after the baton was dropped. That's how fast these boys were. Jeff ran the 100. Now I'm putting you on blast, Jeff. He ran 100 and threw up at the end. He threw up because this Negro ate 20 nuggets.
Ran the mile relay, man. It was a mile relay.
Jeff, I was trying to help you, but then go ahead.
It was the mile relay. It was the last event. It was the last event.
That's how fast he was. He beat everybody. He didn't even throw up to the end. This was one of the when I say things like why we support our athletes so hard, I've watched them dudes do some amazing things. And I watched him, I watched Larry, I watched what was that boy named Jeff? He was a year behind us. Y'all ran track together when y'all was
to my Coco, right?
No, well, no, because I know Coco. It was the other one. That Negro was fast as lightning. It wasn't Coco. It was the other boy. Dang, Jeff.
I can't think.
I know, but y'all even came up from kids together.
Mm-hmm.
But all y'all, I think we support our thing. So LA, this is what I'm saying. We support our Carter graduation. Proud as none other. And so I hope one day, and unfortunately you can't see it today, I hope one day you're able to be a part and see why we call it the Super Bowl, because it's a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
Jeff, you don't remember that nigga? He ran I think it was third leg. You ran first. No, and dang, what was that boy name?
You had a Dolphins, you had Quinn Cummins.
There we go. It was Quinn.
Yeah.
Now I got done with you. Yep, It was Quinn. And unfortunately he got locked up.
Yeah, it go a long way, man. Them rivalries go a long way. Henry always see me and he'll mess me about state. I tell him all the time, if you had to give me with my hamstring pull, hey, you ain't got me your whole life. Hey, you finally able to finally able to catch me with my hamstring pull.
That's right. Because remember I had jumped over the balcony and I was going to go fight the coach. Because I ain't like how nobody came at you. So yeah, because you weird, y'all. Let me tell you how fast Jeff was. This ain't just This is why we go so hard for those, and I always say there are those who they don't get enough credit. This is how fast he was. he pulled his hamstring. I think it was a lane 1.
Now we end up getting lucky and getting 4.
Okay, you caught everybody. Am I right?
Yeah, I had went and got quite a few people.
He ate them boys up,
with a hammy.
man. Y'all, I'm telling you. And then right when it was, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, it was when you was passing the baton off that it pulled real bad.
No, it was actually about 75, 80 meters.
Okay. Y'all, when I say he went and ate, like literally, he ate these dudes. No homo. He and me and Tim was watching him, and he pulled up. And there was some words being said. I never forget this, man. This how fast Jeff was. He was that fast that he did it off of bad hearing. Check this out. Check this out. You in LA, y'all check this out. He's when we went to Michigan. Am I right or wrong, Jeff? You was killing people up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then and his hamstring did the same thing. But nobody ever talks about how fast he was. Same thing with nobody ever talks about Larry. And we what happens is we forget about our former athletes, and we talk about these new ones, which we should. We should always have a conversation about our new athletes, but we forget about those who have even paved the way for them. When the last time anybody talked about Jesse Armstead? None of us do. And so I'm even talking about myself. We don't talk about those who have paved the way, and that's why I think even with the Cliff Superbowl is so important, because we're able to at least for us grown folks, we're able to say, man, I remember you when this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Jeff, I want to give you your flowers, because and others. I wish Larry was on here. All y'all are athletes. I'm not. I was never an athlete at Carter. Mine was Trinity. But all y'all have paved a way for what we're seeing now and what's being displayed. And I thank all of y'all. Sorry it took so long.
Not at all.
Yeah, see Jonathan and Chico the bars and popped on.
What up, y'all?
So with it.
He
Yeah.
work. Hey, he work at the big building across the street. That's I don't know if y'all know that joke. That's a Martin joke. But
Oh, yo,
Tommy
Tommy.
say,
Yeah.
I got transferred.
You got
I got
transferred.
I got transferred. Oh Lord.
They keep that dude that work like he a Hebrew slave. He light skinned. He like a light bulb. Shoot, I say he go be dark skinned soon.
Hey, I know one thing though, Jeff, for your head show is shining like a light bulb right now.
Hey, you see, man?
Yeah, get him.
Let it shine, let it shine, let
Let
it
it
shine.
shine.
I can't talk it.
Get
It
him.
ain't, I ain't got a
Hey,
French
Joe, my
shade yet. It's all
love.
right though. That's all right though. Hey, just don't come on here looking with that wild man hair. Make sure you let your braider get you in. Nah, man. Shit, we just been talking about that, man. I know you text about the Giannis thing. So Jonathan talked about Giannis, man. Go ahead, Jonathan.
No, did you guys talk about like everything else though tonight at all? That was on the list.
Yeah, we didn't get to the NFL cuts and nothing like that, but we talked about Trey Lance and the 100 and top 10 player.
Okay.
Yeah, you good though.
Okay. No, as far as Trey Lance though, like I mean, I want to talk about that first. I mean, I guess Dak, man, this might be his last hurrah, man. So like he better do something this year because I don't think Trey Lance is the answer, but he'll be a good backup for him just in case he gets hurt. But man, after 2 playoff which games that they could have won, they should have won.
Yep.
Because that defense is really probably one of the best defenses in the league.
Okay.
So he has to play better, or else he might be out of there by next year. I hate to sound like that, but I just feel like I don't know if he's scared of moments or he just. I mean, I just don't know. Like only he knows that because I feel like this past year and the year before they should have been in the NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So but again, like I told you, probably though, y'all should go after Taylor.
But Taylor, he gonna be with the coach. They didn't make no trade, so unless he get traded during the trade deadline, he with the coach right now.
Okay, then. All right.
Yeah, they I think they had the deadline today, so
okay.
I mean let's expire.
Yep.
Okay.
But
no, you're right, Jeff.
Let's see what the deadline. That's why I sent breaking news. He with them. So
okay.
We gonna ride with Pollard, Deuce, Rico Dowdle, and Hunter Lukey or whatever the name is.
But I'm just saying, if y'all get Taylor, I'm just saying if y'all get Taylor behind that offensive line, man, y'all could do some things, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, well, now as far as like the Giannis thing, like, there's nothing really much I want to touch on about it. It's just a simple fact that communication is key. They both have to communicate, and they have to be on the same page. Because if they're not, especially on the Bucks end, hey, Giannis, man, he might be out of there. Because what he said was, I'm not going to keep playing here. Because, again, I don't know if anybody won anything championship-wise or anything at all like that, but for what I was told, it's like a vampire tasting blood for the first time. You want more of it. You want, like he said about the press conference, he was like, this is an addictive feeling. I love playing with the balls heavy. I love playing in the playoffs. I love playing in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of the things where he wants another ring. That's it. And shit, every team should be like that. Every team should want a championship immediately.
Right.
So just one of the things where he's just hungry for more. And these last 2 years it wasn't like that, especially last year. Last year was a shocker. So yeah, but that was all what I really wanted to touch on. It's just that they both have to be on the same page. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right about that.
And so you addressed one of my questions. It was still at the end of it, like, what does that look like? Like, from just Dallas, what does that look like for our teams across the board? Because we haven't even addressed that the Rangers just broke a 8-game losing skid.
After
Well,
going on the streak after the All-Star break.
yeah, they won. They won. They won their last 2 games. Yeah.
But my point is we ain't even talked about that. So at what point are we going to address our teams? I'm sorry, I'm just not a Cowboy fan.
Right.
I'm a Packers fan, but I don't have a issue. Our teams are not up to par. What needs to happen here in this city with ownership? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just talking. Go ahead.
Because I really don't understand. Like, when I'm asking this, it's coming from a place I will always, while I'm a Spurs fan, and I'm also a Rangers fan. I'm a Rangers fan. I'm a Green Bay fan. I always will root for our city. And what do we need to do, or what does ownership need to do to get us back to a place of prominence?
Well, I know with the Rangers, they're doing it now because you remember the Rangers they're the only major sport team that don't have a championship. We were a Nelson, I think it was Nelson Cruz
dropped
it. That's right.
From winning the World Series.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right.
And so they were there multiple times, I believe.
Yeah.
They just couldn't do it. And then
I think it was 3 times.
Yeah. Still were competitive after that in the regular season. Then, we had the Ron Washington, situation that happened. And I guess once we got new management through this cycle. Now this team last year, they won 60 some games all of last year. They already at 74 games right now. And so this new management is going out trying to win it now. You can see it with the Chapman trade as a closer, and Max Scherzer trade with the Mets. Now, as a fan, and like I was telling my students today when we was doing this game in gym, I said I like to win every time, but I know that's just not gonna happen. So with 162 games, man, if you're realistically in your mind, you're gonna have like those spells and slumps like that. So I would say the Rangers are doing what they need to do to get to the promised land. The Stars are doing it because they've been in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years, and then went to the finals again. Now they haven't won since '99, but they've been there. They at least been to a conference championship multiple times.
Yep.
And so those 2 teams are doing it. the Mavericks, they like I said, Nico, he's making the moves to get there. They was in the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago. Like he's trying. It ain't like a trying for Nico Harrison and Michael Finley and all them. And with Dallas, and I tell people like this all the time. They keep telling my Jerry Jones the problem, but at the end of the day, that the Jones family not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They talking about he need to go. Where he gonna eat? This is his team.
That's
Go nowhere.
That's a family business. So what I think Jerry that was the Jerry in the 90s, that's the Jerry we need to get. And that was going to buy the best players, didn't matter what kind of money it took. And I think once you get that Jerry, we kind of saw it with the Gilmore trade, even though it didn't take much to get it, and the Brandon Cooks trade. Now he got this dominant defense that got all the pieces. Now he just got to put it together. That's all it is. Because these last few years, ownership has put the pieces around Dak to get it done. He just ain't got it done. I mean, what you hold a team to 19 points? Let me hold the team to 19 points and see if I don't win.
Man, like, yeah. But you ain't lying about that.
So like the defense did that job. It's just like I said, I'm a Dak supporter, but I would tell people I'm gonna keep real. Like he just didn't get us where we need to go. And like I said, I mean, talk about McCarthy on the clock. Dak is on the clock. I don't know. His clock may be be longer than McCarthy's. I think Jerry Jones them go give him. I say at least he got a 3-year window.
Maybe 2. Well,
Maybe
the third year they'll have to franchise him, right?
They ain't got to do a darn thing.
Mm-hmm.
They can franchise somebody else. They can franchise Michael Parsons.
Yep.
You only use it one time. You go designate. You ain't franchise Dak. Now, if you get a deal with Parsons and CeeDee Lamb and all in, then you feel like that. I'm gonna tell you what to save Dak. If Dak at least get to the NFC Championship game, and Dak is competitive in that game, no turnovers, plays lights out, but they just come up short, then I can see, his window opens up a little bit more. But if he get an NFC Championship game, defense play lights out again, hold the team to less than 20 points, 20 less points, he go out there and stink it up, then hey, they might pull the plug early and say, hey, let's just ride with Trey Lance. Got all the weapons around him.
This is a question I have for everybody on here. Because you did just make a very interesting point. Even if he goes out and does some type of, I don't know if he's this type of quarterback or not, where he plays that type of game you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Then at that point, do you say he's our long-term future? If he loses, if at the end of the game it just didn't happen, are you saying he's the long-term future for the Cowboys?
I wouldn't say long term. He's I'm gonna say it in a word like short medium
Okay.
because he's 30, and I don't know how many more Tom Brady's, Aaron Rodgers we gonna have that's gonna play until they pass 35.
Yeah. There are exceptions to the rule. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
yeah. I don't see.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even see Patrick Mahomes playing the 40.
Uh-huh. I
Because
don't either.
yeah, because the wear and tear.
Uh-huh.
So like I said he's a short medium because he's already 30. You know,
Can Eric? I'm asking this not just a Jeff. I'll, can everybody else chime in, if you will, on that same question? As far as what is he? He's when his contract up, Jeff. He'll be 32.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So then there has to be a decision that is made on renewing his contract.
Yeah,
Is it
he's a free agent in 2025.
okay? When I say long term, because there will have to be a decision made.
And by that time he'll be 34.
Lord have mercy. I'm just trying to figure out is he the long term answer for Dallas? And I heard what you said, Jeff. I would like to hear everybody else chime in as well. Do y'all think he's long term?
I feel like he has the potential to be. I feel like he has the potential to be though, but at the end of the day, he has to prove it. He hasn't proven it yet.
Y'all go ahead.
So that's the only thing he has to do, just prove it.
Okay.
Good.
Because again, I'm gonna say it again. Last year and the year before, they should have beat San Fran.
Great.
And they did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his fault. So it's just like what Jeff said. If they can make it to an NFC championship, but at the same time they have to win it, he'll be safe. But if he does not do that,
is that the bar? Is that the bar?
no, the bar is the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think that if he don't get that within his track, I don't think they're gonna get.
So then
I've been wanting
in
to
the
get that
next,
for a while.
are we like I always say, man, and I love y'all conversations because we don't talk from just no stupidity. We really look at things from a different standpoint, and I love the fact that is so in 2 years, because I want to say, listen, y'all, I'm a Packers fan, and I'm on the same thing with our quarterback. I don't even want to get him 2 years. I'm like, hey, if Jordan ain't it and you don't see it this year, he got to go.
I understand that.
And yeah, so just from a football acclimate from all of us, we don't because we don't talk on that fandom stuff. We're saying just that got a year. If he does not, okay. Anybody else?
Because
Please,
again,
I need to hear
because you got
everybody.
to think that Trey
Say that
Lance
again.
trade threw everybody off.
Man, I'm thinking the same thing. Yep.
Because again, when you first saw that, you know, so the breaking news, Trey Lance is traded to Dallas. How did you feel?
This is me from just on the outside looking in. I said, "Oh, they get ready to replace that."
Exactly.
And so my thinking was, man, they only got a year, and they'll this brother, if he doesn't and it wasn't just him. I also thought about Mike McCarthy.
Oh
I
yeah.
said, both of them got a year. This year is it. And then everybody's gone. That's what they brought him in for. That was my thinking. I also, on the other end, from even if you just brought him in this year, and what if he's not the answer? Because there are practices, and y'all know how it go. What if he doesn't practice well? What if, I mean, nobody has really looked at this young brother. He ain't had a chance.
Right. You're right.
So I really trying to figure out, like, what is his
Purpose.
yeah, we don't know. Nobody knows. He's literally never been given a chance to be an actual NFL quarterback. And so, are you bringing him in to see? And then if you don't see it, then you're stuck.
Well, I mean, he's just gonna be
Go back. Gotcha. Mm.
But
But
that if it don't accomplish nothing
accomplish
within the
nothing within the
years,
years,
be out of there.
yeah. Gotcha.
But see,
Is
the
it,
thing
I,
is,
that was
so if that happens, are they gonna give it to Cooper Rush?
I'm sorry for even laughing at that. That was not my intent, but yeah.
I mean, you know,
But it is a great question. That's a great question.
and the only way that they wouldn't give it to him is if they practice Trey Lance at the time.
Really, coming from y'all, I hope I'm not making it seem like I'm against or any of that. I think there's a football acumen that we've never kind of talked about with this young brother. He never had a fair chance in San Francisco.
He did play a couple games though. So
Let me ask you this: what was your perception in those games? Because you're
uh,
absolutely right. So I'm not gonna. You're absolutely right.
I don't know. I mean, he played decent, but it didn't.
It
Like I
was
said,
no
I really
wow
don't recall.
factor.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah,
but once Brock, what's his name, Purdy came in, he was killing. But the thing I noticed about San Fran's offense, like I said, I don't know it, I don't, what I'm saying. But as long as you can manage, as long as the quarterback can manage the game properly, you have a chance. Because look at what Jimmy G did.
Yeah.
So Brock Purdy, even though he managed the game, he was also great playing it. So I guess Trey Lance wasn't that type of quarterback that they needed, which they thought he was at the time. That's why they gave up a couple of draft picks to move up.
Yeah.
But I watched the first episode of Undisputed on Monday. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Michael Irvin said that was the Pro Bowl. He said that is a confusing offense because again, I think during the Pro Bowl they were in that same type of offense, and he said to him it was kind of confusing.
Yeah, he say he ain't no dummy, but he ain't understand.
Yeah. So I guess everybody's different. I guess that type of playbook that they have in San Fran is kind of like a required taste. So I guess Trey Lance didn't understand it, but it's crazy that Sam Darnold did. So yeah, I mean, not everybody can understand playbooks like that. So,
but Michael Irvin did express that they gonna know what to do with Trey Lance.
yeah. So again, that's the only reason I kind of like understand why Trey Lance was traded, because Michael Irvin said, on Undisputed, he said that, during the Pro Bowls they ran that same offense and it was confusing for them. So, not everybody can understand the offense.
Who ran the same offense?
No, we were talking about Trey Lance and like the San Fran playbook and all that, the offense. On Undisputed, what I'm saying, on Monday, Michael Irvin said that during the Pro Bowls, they ran that same type of offense and it was really confusing to them. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it was weird seeing all three. It was really weird seeing, not seeing Shannon Sharp on there.
Yeah. You got Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin.
I'm used to seeing Keyshawn on First Take in NFL Countdown. I'm not used to seeing him there.
Yeah.
So
Lil Wayne.
That's gonna be. Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens with that too. I mean, so far it seemed okay. It's just weird seeing. Well, really, it's weird seeing 3 more people on there besides Skip when you're used to seeing just Shannon.
Right.
So that's gonna be something to see.
I think it's gonna work.
I don't know.
Well, as long as Michael Irvin don't catch a heart attack.
Oh man, he is, man. man, he gonna be sweating. He'll need that handkerchief.
But it was wild.
Man, he'll need like 2 because he'll be preaching the gospel about the Cowboys all the time. So he'll need all that.
Right on.
Yeah, so. But yeah, though, we shall. No, but I've been shocked that he went there.
Yeah.
So it just sucks that he won't be on the First Take anymore. Especially on the Mondays.
Yeah. Yeah. I need gonna need y'all before we get out here. I'm gonna need y'all to start doing your homework because next week.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, Kenny.
I don't think he can hear us.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Something happened, but because I have not been able to look at the. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I have not been able to look at the and I'll make sure I do that this evening. It was weird. Y'all said it was weird that Michael Irvin uh
Keyshawn
Keyshawn and I think I heard Lil Wayne
and Richard.
and Richard Sherman. They were all on Undisputed this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my God.
On Monday they were honestly I didn't see it this morning's episode, but I
But
saw it on Monday.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's right. You said Monday. They always on there one like so the episode was all of them on just got to be they were all on there on Monday, kind of like a welcome to the new Undisputed.
Right.
Yep, undisputed, man.
Wow. I will go look at that I'm looking at tonight.
Look, it was a good episode.
Yeah,
And
again, I might have seen the episode from this morning. I might have saw it from Monday.
okay.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go look at it. I just didn't know that all this was kind of put together in just one show. And I will always respect Michael Irvin's and Richard Sherman's. So when y'all say that Michael Irvin said that San Francisco's offense is complicated because that's what Michael Irvin said. I
Yeah.
hey, I ain't. You don't argue. You don't never argue with grapes. Um, my thing was he wasn't even given a fair chance, and then I I I I love that. Like y'all, so don't get that twisted. I think that dude is he a fourth round draft pick that came and kind of resurrected a franchise, which if you really look at it, he shouldn't have even been put in the place to do that. I think that's how talented this guy is. I don't just the same thing with Trey Lance. I don't think that be getting a fair shake.
Yeah, they
I
years.
think Okay, go ahead, because I would talk to me.
I mean, I was, wanting to get rid of him a while ago. You know what I'm saying? But
Who was that?
that, but his stats and stuff, they all good. But it be some
They
smart,
they,
like the accuracy.
they make you do overtime tomorrow. You know where I'm going because I've been not see him. I've been when I'm out there on them cones tomorrow. I've been not see you. And I see you walk up.
But no,
Just let
man.
that man talk, man.
Look. I mean, I'm all for what they for, man. If they gonna keep that, I'm rooting for them. It's just that he got to clean up a couple things, man. Like I said, my only complaint was his accuracy at times. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm understanding that even Michael Irvin was saying, or Keyshawn, it was Keyshawn, like the receivers run the wrong routes often out there, more often than what we know. So they have a rhythm and a timing. So sometimes, Dak let it go, and like say about 5 of those picks, 6 of those picks, maybe because of the other team, they bounce out the player's chest, and so I can't completely blame him for everything. And like say, I give him the benefit of his doubt because it's done. But this year right here, they went and got him help. The defense is awesome, man. We need to see something. This the year he need to show everything, his whole arsenal.
Because Keyshawn been saying that even in his own show, with him, Jay Will and Max.
Yeah,
He been saying that there are y'all don't see routes that. That's why I'm saying I am. I ain't gonna lie. Even I support Dak because I just don't even think that. I think it's too much pressure put on it. Because you shouldn't expect a 4th round pick to come in. He's exceeded his value.
True, but now that he right. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
No. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening to you.
He got the 4 rings now, so I mean, like, even though he was a 4th round pick, it's been years since then. And
I got you.
Now you the quarterback of America's team, so everything you do gonna be scrutinized. Now, I praise him for his mental toughness because like I tell my lady, he done been through losing his mother. His brother committed suicide. He done broke his leg, broke his finger, and he still come out positive in all the interviews. So I mean, I love him. I love him dearly. But now they got you some help out there, man. Go on, let's win this championship.
Yeah. Look at it like this. Jonathan, I don't want you to say you forgot your homework. Nobody can get their homework because next week we're doing our predictions on playoffs, division winners. Then we got to go ahead and start our game prediction because next Tuesday is the 5th. First game is that Thursday. First game that Thursday the 7th. Then the season kick off that Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, because I agree to say we need to make sure everything is done on Tuesday. Prediction, all that, right, Jeff?
Yeah, like who your 7 teams from each
Okay.
conference go make the playoff. Now the week-to-week games, let's go. But we need to have our week 1 picks ready.
Okay.
Because that Thursday kicks out the NFL season. Then of course we'll be back on that following Tuesday after the first week game. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, next Tuesday is the 5th. Yeah, then Thursday 7th. Sunday kick out the 10th. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I keep reminding. I send some friendly reminders.
Cool.
Man,
I don't want nobody to say I ain't getting picky. I ain't no.
man, I wanna y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. We've had uh we it, and when I say we it because everybody else have platforms that they use and just kind of spew off. Jeff, thank you for allowing a bunch of educated brothers to come together and talk real live sports.
Oh yeah.
And it ain't no all LeBron this and Jordan this. We literally talk about like real live sports. And I want to also thank everybody on here because even like I said earlier, there are things that y'all have said and I'm learning. So I appreciate the whole platform and anybody that wants to get on here and talk about something, y'all better realize y'all coming into a group of black males that know what we talking about. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got. I got my last joke. We got a black male. And we got one chihuahua in the crowd. Jonathan Harvey.
Oh Lord. Nah, I'm that pit. I'm that pit. I'm that pretty blue nose. That pretty blue nose pit.
Oh my God, y'all childish.
That pretty blue nose.
Oh man.
Man, y'all childish. Oh, that's hilarious.
Don't have your stuff ready. Hey, don't pick Carolina to win the first game.
Oh Lord, please
Are you
don't.
serious? Man, if they don't win that
No,
first game, oh Lord.
dog.
No. They play the
Listen,
Falcons first game. They play Falcons first game.
it doesn't. Listen, let me tell you something. As a friend of don't it, please allow yourself and your team to go 1-4.
1-4? Wow.
Yes.
Really? Really?
Hey, look,
1-4?
that's what I'm gonna do as a Green Bay fan. I'm like I'll go 1-4. I'm telling you, man. As two franchises right now that are stuck in the pits.
Wow.
Don't be coming up here.
You think Carolina is more in a bad situation than y'all?
I think both of us in the same situation.
Oh Lord.
I think we are.
Hey, tell you what, we'll see after the 4 games and see who's in.
Oh Lord. I
Man,
know. I'm being facetious, man. It was funny.
That's how you game by game predictions. That's all, Jonathan.
Lord.
Oh man,
1-4. I mean, but y'all never know. Y'all might do good the first 4 weeks. You never know in sports, bro. So
yeah. No, I was just being funny, man. I didn't mean it seriously.
No.
Yeah, that's just funny.
I mean, you never know. The Bengals might go on 4. I'm not saying they will, but man, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
What just kind of like, to be honest, we got a lot of Cowboy fans on this call. They know their team's gonna do well
During the season.
man.
We need to do that during the playoffs.
Man.
Yeah. Well, Taz, make sure you go have the sheets ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay, send that to me, and I send it to everybody so they can see it. Then they can decide they want to play in it.
I got you, Coach.
All right, fellas.
See you then. We got our blessing.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, y'all.
One.